imamo jedan univerzitet koji je među najpopularnijim univerzitetima za naše studente, pre svega zbog odlične lokacije, zbog studijske ponude i zbog pre svega cijene studija koja je za naše studente fiksna i iznosi 1200 evra po studijskoj godini za sve one koji nemaju pasoš Evropske unije. Ja pozivam moju dragu koleginicu Raquel da nam se pridruži. Hi Raquel.
Hi.
Can you hear me well?
Yes, I can hear you. I can see you. I don't know if you can do the same with me.
Yes.
Hi.
Welcome to Study Abroad Week.
Thank you.
I hope you're having a nice time. Did you have already some one-on-one meetings?
Yes, I did. I met some amazing people this morning. I had a lot of fun, actually.
Great.
Yeah, now I'm ready for the presentation.
Okay, so whenever you feel ready, you can share your screen and I will tell you if I see it, if everything is okay, and then you can start. I already made a short introduction. I said your university is one of like the top universities for our students. They love studying in Venice. And we have many alumni from Foscari University, so we are happy to share more information about procedures of applying and then, you know, living and studying in Venice.
Yeah, we are also waiting a number of students of yours who should join us right now. So we are very happy about that.
Yeah. We are too. I can see your presentation. Just make it a full screen.
Yes. There you go.
Now it's perfect. Okay. Whenever there is a question, Raquel, I will just pop up and interrupt you. I hope you don't mind. And I will following the questions, and you can just continue with your presentation.
Okay, so I need to answer all the questions as soon as I receive them, correct?
Well, we can wait until the end of the presentation, but I think it's a good option to reply to questions regarding the specific subject you are covering at that stage of your presentation.
Excellent. Okay. Okay, so hi everybody, welcome to Venice and welcome to Ca' Foscari University. I'm glad to be at the Academica online fair today, even though I honestly cannot wait for this fair to be in person. So, but still, since COVID is still here, even though not as much as last year, we are stick to online events. So this is us. This is the main building of our university. We are located in central Venice, and we are a public university founded more than 150 years ago as Italy's first international business school. As I said, we are based in Venice. The university owns several buildings all around the city center, the historical city center of Venice. And we also have some campuses in nearby cities, such as Mestre, Porto Marghera, Treviso, and Roncade. Don't worry about distances too much because it's like 30 minutes to 40 minutes maximum to reach all of these campuses. We are a middle-sized university compared with other Italian universities. So we currently count around 24,000 students, and we have 1,500 new international students each year. We have around 500 faculty members with 100 visiting professors per year, many researchers, and more than 85,000 graduates in more than 80 countries around the world, which can give you a sense of our international dimension, but we can maybe go through this a little bit later. We are a research university, so we do not deal with applied sciences, and these are some of our research fields, the main ones. So you can see there's, you have a lot of different things, from cultural heritage and production to information and communication technologies, or statistics and mathematics. This richness can be seen also in the way our programs are built, in the sense that we try to favor interdisciplinarity in our degree programs, both at the bachelor's and at the master's level. So if you go to our website and look at the study plans of our degree programs, you can see that from the very beginning. These are our rankings. As you can see, we are a very good option for your studies, as we are top 50 in the world according to QS University rankings for classics, ancient history, top 100 for modern languages, top 150 for history. We are among the top 200 universities in the world for linguistics, geography, and economics and econometrics. Top 300 for accounting and finance. And we are ranked also in a number of other subjects that we teach, such as hospitality, leisure management that we started just this year, business management studies, computer science, information systems, environmental sciences, and chemistry. These are the degree programs that we are offering at the moment. 19 bachelor's degrees, 35 master's degrees, a number of professional master's programs, and PhDs. As you can see, more than 20 degree programs are entirely taught in English, which makes us a very nice place for international students who do not speak Italian at the moment. Bachelor's degrees lasts for 3 years, whereas master's degrees last for 2 years. These are the programs we receive more inquiries about. We also have a foundation year, just for you to know, even though it's not really necessary for the students from the region, because you normally have at least 12 years of schooling. And yeah, your high school diploma is recognized for direct entry into our university system. The foundation year can be useful for students who either for some reason don't have a valid high school qualification to enter a bachelor's degree directly, or for those of you who might be willing to learn Italian before starting an Italian taught program at an Italian university. So I'm thinking about those of you who might be interested in architecture. For example, many universities in Italy offer a degree program in architecture, but at the undergraduate level, this is usually taught in Italian. So you need to learn Italian first. Okay, let's go on to bachelor's and master's degree programs. This is how the university is organized. So we have 4 main study areas and a couple of departments each. At the bachelor's level, we currently have 5 degree programs that we teach completely in English. So we have business administration, digital management, economics and business, hospitality, innovation, and e-tourism, which is the newest program that we just introduced, and philosophy, international and economic studies.
Raquel, we have a question.
Yeah.
Now, is it SAT test necessary for business and management programs?
No, the SAT is not required. According to the admission requirements that we had last year, students with the SAT could eventually skip the admission test for business administration, for example, provided that they had a minimum score of 980 and 55. So this year we are redesigning a little bit the admission process. So these details will be found on apply.univa.it, which is our online admission platform, before the opening of the admission process, which starts in December 7, 2021. But no, the SAT won't be mandatory. It can favor you in some occasions, but it's not mandatory.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. As far as master's programs are concerned, we have them also in other fields, not only in economics and management and international studies. So you see that we have, of course, like economics and finance, economics and management of arts and cultural activities, global development and entrepreneurship management, data analytics for business and society. But then we also have programs in arts and humanities, such as digital and public humanities, many in international studies and globalization, seeing from multiple point of views from comparative international relations, going through language sciences, American studies, English studies, language and management to China, and an all-encompassing program that I personally like a lot, and it's environmental humanities. Plus, almost all the science and technology programs at Foscari are taught in English at the master's level. So you see that you have a very broad choice of subjects in almost all the fields in which we are teaching. I would like to spend a couple of words about the international opportunities that Foscari is offering all its students, not only you as international students. As you could see at the very beginning, we now have more than 20 degree programs that are entirely taught in English. And we have a nice number of joint and double degrees. These are qualifications, typically at the master's level. We also have a couple of joint or double degree programs at the bachelor's level, but the vast majority of them is at the master's level. So you have the chance to basically study 1 year at Foscari and 1 year at a partner university, and then either receive one single diploma at the end in the case of joint degrees signed by both universities, or 2 different diplomas, one for each of these 2 universities, Foscari and the other.
We have a couple of questions.
Mm-hmm.
So what is hospitality innovation?
Okay, so this is a new program that we have, and it pairs management skills in the field of hospitality and tourism with digitalization and new technologies. So to form new professionals in the field of, for example, sustainable tourism, and this is a new professional skills that are needed by, for example, lots of hotels and hotel chains all around Italy, but also all over the world, with the digitalization that is currently going on, and the need for professionals that have a knowledge of how to manage a hotel or parts of a hotel, and the knowledge of modern communication systems.
Okay, thank you. I hope that explained like what this program is all about. But for more questions, you can also download the brochure at Foscari booth, virtual booth. So maybe you can find more information there. Another question is, what is the minimum average from high school to enroll in Foscari University?
What is the minimum? Sorry.
Minimum average, like GPA average. From high school to enroll to Foscari University?
Last year, we had some programs that required a minimum CGPA of 7 out of 10 on a 10 scale, of course. So it's like 3.5 out of 5, but only for some programs, such as, for example, economics and management, or business administration, or the master's degree in management, also digital management.
Okay, and another question is, how early should we start applying for Foscari?
Our recommendation is always to apply early so that you can know at a reasonable time when you will be accepted. The decision on your acceptance is not straightforward at Foscari because the admission process can be a bit long. You might have to go through an admission test. A teaching committee might have to review your documentation. So it might take, let's say, 2 to 3, maybe 4 weeks. Most of all, if you need to do an admission test. So we always advise students to apply early, both non-EU and EU students, honestly. Mm-hmm. So that if you have an admission test to do, this is like solved at a relatively early stage, and then you have the time to prepare everything that you need to start your studies, including visa, of course.
Okay, and another, what is, can we apply to management or business master programs if we have a bachelor degree in engineering?
It's not something that I would honestly recommend because you risk to be missing the minimum curricular requirements that you need to enter the program. So each master's degree program has a set of minimum curricular requirements that you have to possess. And these minimum curricular requirements are basically a list of exams that you must have done during your undergraduate studies in order to be prepared for the program that you are about to enter. I would say that according to my experience, if you have a bachelor's degree in engineering, you don't have any background in management or economics, even though you might have a very strong quantitative background. But still, you usually don't have any background in business or economics again. And these are, I mean, this is mandatory to be admitted to the program. So 99%, you unfortunately could not be admitted.
Okay, so guys, if you want to apply to a certain program on a master level, you have to have relevant bachelor degree to do so. So bear that in mind while applying. And what is the minimum GPA for master programs?
As I said before, it's a minimum 7 out of 10 for management. And I see that many teaching committees are starting to be more and more attentive with regard to students' scores and grades. But yeah, there is not an official minimum requirement to be admitted to the program. Let's say the higher the better, of course, but we don't have a limitation at the moment.
Okay.
Yes, I would just like to be specific and to say that we have yet to open our admission platform for this year. As I was saying before, we plan to do it at the very beginning of December on the 7th. So you might expect some like slight changes with regard to the like a minimum CGPA required, even though I have to say that usually students from the region do not have particular problems in terms of CGPA. I see that you all study quite a bit, so yeah, don't worry about that too much. Okay, do we have other questions?
No, that would be all for now. I will let you know if we have more.
Okay, excellent. Okay, this is a map of the world, and it's just to give you an idea of where we have our partner universities. We have more than 500 partner universities all around the world. And this is basically great news for you, as you can choose to study abroad, either in Europe or outside Europe for up to 1 year. We have many agreements within the European Union, of course, because we are bound to the Erasmus program. But then you can also go overseas to North or South America, Australia. We have many, many partners in Asia. And now also the UK has become an overseas destination. What about doing something international in Venice? Of course, it's possible. We have the Foscari International College, which is a very good opportunity for high-achieving students from both Italy and abroad. The college pairs one of our bachelor's or master's degrees with additional interdisciplinary courses and activities that you can choose at the beginning of the year and that are organized by the college. So it requires maybe a little more of study and endurance from your side, but it's a great opportunity because the college is offering a number of full or partial scholarships that are covering everything from tuition to boarding to meals in the college canteen. So it's a very good opportunity if you like to study, for example, and also maybe like this idea of doing something else and then not just study for the program that you are enrolled into. Then we have the School for International Education. This is the school where we organize our foundation year, where you can study Italian as international students, so you can take Italian language classes, and where we hold our joint summer programs with Harvard and Columbia, for example. Then we have the Venice International University, which is a consortium of 19 international universities based in Venice. They offer like a range of academic and scientific initiatives, and you can decide to do part of your exams there, a couple or 3, and then we can recognize these exams and they will officially appear on your transcript records. This is a great opportunity because some of these 19 universities are very, very prestigious. Interdisciplinarity is guaranteed, and as you can see, this teachings focus mainly on new global challenges, environmental issues, and issues that have a global economic impact. Another opportunity that is very interesting, very briefly, we have formed a consortium with the other 3 universities that we have in Venice. So it's us, UAF, the University for Architecture and Design, the Conservatory, Benedetto Marcello, and the Academy of Fine Arts. So it is possible, thanks to this opportunity to, for example, enroll at Foscari and then attend a couple of courses and give the exams at, I don't know, at the Academy of Fine Arts, and then seeing them recognized in your university path at Foscari. So this is very nice. Again, if you like to do different things and if you love the idea of interdisciplinarity and to mingle different things together. Student services. The first that you will encounter is the counseling and welcome unit. They are also the ones who will go through your application as soon as they arrive. They also offer information about visas, permit of stay, medical insurance. We have a financial aid office, which provides information and guidance about the scholarship for students' financial aid, which we are going to see in a while. We have a housing office. From this year, the housing service has been outsourced. This means that it's no longer a Foscari office that is doing that, but we have entrusted the activity to a private company, which is we're collaborating very closely with us, but that is taking care of the service. This in turn means that the service is rendered at a small fee, but I have to say that their collaboration could be very useful. Most of all, for example, if you plan to rent a private apartment with a bunch of other fellow students, they can take care of the contract on your behalf. If any problem arise, they can take care of it at your place, which is very useful if you find yourself in a country that is new for you and maybe you cannot speak Italian. We have guidance and career services. At Foscari, an internship is compulsory, mandatory for graduation for both graduate and undergraduate students. So the university provides you with a list of places from which you can choose your favorite company or international organization where to carry out your internship. We, of course, have cafeterias and libraries all over our campuses. These are some of the events that the university is organizing together with other institutions around the city. We have, for example, the Veneto Night, which is dedicated to the researchers and to the research findings of the universities of Venice, Padua, and Verona. We organize the Short Film Festival, which is a festival of short films. This is organized completely by our students. So, I mean, that's amazing. That was their idea and they developed this idea into a real festival. Then we have Incroci di Civiltà, which is an event dedicated to culture, literature, and mingling of different peoples, nationalities, and so on. The art night, and of course we have a Radio Foscari. These are some of the student activities and associations that you can find when in Venice. And I'll quickly go to housing opportunities. So we just talked about a housing office.
Raquel,
yeah,
we have one question. I don't know if you already explained about entrance exam. Mm-hmm. So we have a question regarding the entrance exam, what it consists of.
The admission process for the Fall 22 intake is now being redesigned. And so we plan to post additional information about entry tests let's say for the opening of our platform in December. We are, just to give you like an anticipation, we are going into the direction of offering to all students the opportunity to pass an admission test online, but not in the form of Skype calls for non-EU students as we were doing in the past, but to offer actual, like, for example, multiple choice admission tests online also for non-EU students. This, of course, will have to be confirmed in a few weeks from now, as we have to go through a public tender to decide that. And yeah, so please wait for more information in December. In any case, don't worry about it, because nobody's going to take an admission test before late January or even February. So even if you file your application on the 7th of September, so you have all the time to get prepared for that.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I would like to spend a couple of words about student housing, as this is a question that we often get from international students. We have basically 3 different types of accommodation. We have student residences that can be either owned by the regional government or managed by private individuals, or shared private apartments. We currently have a total of 1,230 beds available in student residences, plus you have all the places available in the private apartments. This is our newest residence. It's called Santa Marta. Here you can see some pictures. As I said, this is the newest one that we have. You can see prices range from around 230 euros per month for a double room to 530 euros per month for a single room. And this is a new residence that should be completed by the end of this fall, with prices comparable to those that we have just seen from Santa Marta, and that has additional 220 beds. Before going to the, okay. Okay, about budget, we will talk later. This is to complete a little bit of the anticipations that I made about internships at Foscari. Question. Okay.
Ready. When do we know if we are received into the program? How much time after the application?
Yeah, this depends on the admission round that you when you apply. So we're gonna have different admission rounds. We posted just yesterday a news on apply.unive.it with the timing of all our admission rounds for the 22-23 academic year. I will share it with you as soon as I'm not sharing my screen anymore, so that you can see, like if I apply between, I don't know, if I apply between 15 January, then I am sure that by the end of February, I will see my letter of acceptance, for example, so that you have an idea.
So it depends on an application circle around.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. So yeah, as you can see, we are among the top 500 universities in the world for graduate employability. This is the number of agreements for internship and work placement programs that we have at the moment. So when the time comes for you to do your internship, there is a specific office you can turn to and ask them to help you to file all the papers regarding your internship. You know that you can work up to 20 hours per week with the student visa that you're gonna get to come and study at Foscari, and that you can stay up to 1 year in Italy after graduation to seek employment in Italy. These are some of the services that our internship office is offering, so they can check your CV. They also organize regular events to let you know the representatives of companies, for example, so that you can show them your CV, you can talk to them, and you can get, for example, internship or job offers. I see that my time is almost over, so I will go very quickly to some pictures of the life in Venice for those of you who have never been there. Even though Venice is pretty much close to Serbia, Bosnia, so most of you have for sure seen the city already, so you know that it's a very special place, very calm with no cars or traffic, yet it's very stimulating and full of life because it's plenty of international people and internationally renowned events, such as the Biennale of Art, the Biennale of Architecture, the Venice Film Festival. You then have events such as the Carnival and the Festival of the Redeemer, which is taking place at the heart of the lagoon every July. We are also close to lots of our world-renowned destinations. So if you want to take a weekend off, you can do that. Now, very important for international students, tuition fee scheme. As I said, we are a public university, and most of all, we would like to make university affordable for everybody. This is why, as you can see, Italian and EU students are the ones that pay the most for our degree programs. Usually Bosnian and Serbian citizens fall in the other countries category. So you normally pay 1,200 euros per year for both bachelor's and master's degrees, unless you are, of course, selecting digital management or hospitality, innovation, and e-tourism, which have a special tuition fee, because these are programs that we organize together with other companies or institutions. So, for example, digital management was created in collaboration with HFAR, which is a very important Italian startup and digital incubator. And hospitality, innovation, and e-tourism was created thanks to the collaboration with the Italian School of Hospitality. So we are not alone in this. A couple of words about scholarships. I believe all of you already know at least something about the scholarship for students' financial aid. The funds come from our national government. And if you are scholarship winners, you can have your annual tuition fee covered, even for the most expensive programs, so digital management and hospitality. Plus, you receive an annual scholarship. The only problem is that the application is to be done when you are already enrolled in the program that you have chosen, and that results are made public some months later. So yeah, this could be an issue, but still it's a very good opportunity, and it doesn't happen everywhere that the government makes available funding to let international students to study at their own universities. Then we have also merit-based funding that will be announced at the opening of admissions. So we made a very new and groundbreaking proposal to our IGRAPs, and we expect them to approve what we have proposed. This merit-based funding, of course, will be dedicated to high-achieving international students. So if you are high-achieving students that have a very high CGPA, please wait for updates on this site. Please write to receive more information to prospective students at unibe.it. But just please don't do this before the end of November, because this is when we're going to have some updates.
Just one question, Raquel.
Yeah.
For the program digital management, is it possible to get a scholarship to cover the expenses of a tuition fee and like pocket money, like a regional scholarship?
Yes, the regional scholarship is perfect for that, because this is exactly what you get. So you don't pay your tuition fees, and you also have some pocket money. As I just said, the only problem is that scholarship results, for example, this year for first-year bachelor's degree students are coming out in December. So this means that you for sure have to pay the first installment of your tuition fees, which for digital management amount to 3,000 euros to be paid by the end of September. And you have to sustain yourself at least until, let's say, January next year, because this is when the first installment of the scholarship comes, in case you are in the ranking of the winner students. So,
okay, so it is possible, guys. Just you have to be aware that it's a risk, and the results will come after you pay your first installment. However, the money will be reimbursed in case you get your scholarship.
Absolutely, yeah. The part of the tuition fees that you have paid will be reimbursed.
Okay. Raquel, we are like, couple of minutes to the end of the presentation, maybe to share some last thoughts on from the presentation and some advice.
Yes, this is our online application platform. As I wrote here, it's going to be open from early December 2021 to early May 2022. We will send you maybe the news on the admission rounds when we will receive all the leads from the Academica, so that you all know the dates. Again, we advise you to apply early, to turn to the Academica for every question that you might have, because they know basically everything about us. So you can turn to them directly. In case you have some questions for us, you can write to prospective.students@unibe.it. This is where we receive the inquiries of international students. And for those of you who are who don't do it as yet, please follow the Instagram account Student Life in Venice. This is managed by actual international students of ours. So you can see what they are doing, what is like to be an international student in Venice, and you can write them to ask for tips, tricks, and more information.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for a really informative presentation. Every year we have a lot of applicants for Foscari University because of like diversity of their study programs, and as well affordable tuition fees. And the location is quite attractive for our students. Previously, we would organize open days and visit Venice, and Raquel and her team at Foscari University. Unfortunately, the last 2 years that was impossible, but we're hoping to have this opportunity again soon. Let's see.
I hope so. I hope so.
Okay, thank you, Raquel, so much for all other questions. I will refer them to your virtual booth. And there you can also download brochures. You can get more information about deadlines and tuition fees, whatever you want to know about the university. Through the Academica, you have, of course, free of charge consultations with our team. So use this opportunity wisely before the applications open. Thank you once again, and we will see each other online until spring.
Thank you, Jovana. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Have a great day.
Ciao, ciao.